Today is 734 data. I'm here to share lessons to learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about compartmentalizing things. Yesterday I shared why it's important to compartmentalize things, and this is a very difficult word for me to pronounce, but it is very, very essential thing in life because it allows to achieve things better because you're able to focus on things that matter. So today we'll share eight things what we're able to do to really separate things, that we're able to put things into the boxes and compartmentalize things, that we're able to be much, much more efficient. So number one is prioritize and set boundaries. Prioritize and set boundaries. That means that we need to avoid multitasking. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I'm amazing multitasker. I'm great in multitasking," but that shows that you're not able to focus a lot of times, because people who are extremely well in being able to be in a flow, they are much more efficient. People who are multitasking a lot of times, even though it's a skill to multitask, but again, at the end of the day, I think I truly believe that people who are able to be extremely focused, and be in a flow state are able to achieve much, much more. I think that was my superpower in education, because I used to learn a lot of information in a very short period of time because I was like extremely focused on doing one thing and one thing only. So I truly believe that for anything, for business owner, for student, being able to be super focused, compartmentalize all the things is essential to be much more efficient. So prioritize and set boundaries. So that means that when you think about, okay, what do I need this day, and prioritize your day based on your boundaries. So that means that when you are speaking with people, you're able to share your boundaries, what you're able to do, what you're not able to do, and you're able to give boundaries to yourself, to other people, to make sure that you are much more efficient and you don't do the things that destroys your mind at the same time, and you're thinking about things too much. Number two is create a physical and mental spaces. Physical and mental spaces. I love this. I really, really, really love this. So that means that when you think about places, that means when you work in one place, in one other place, you relax. So when you come in that place, your body right away knows what you will do. For example, of course, that's probably a little bit more weird. Maybe some people do that. I think that I know that some people do that as well. But when I go to a coffee shop, when I grab my coffee, when I sit at the table, my brain shuts in right away, shuts out of everything. I don't hear no near people, nothing. I don't hear anything in the world, because I know that at the moment I came to coffee shop to work. I open my laptop and I work super efficiently because my brain just kicks in, because I know that I do not show up in a coffee shop just to relax. My coffee shops are for work. While at home, a lot of times my brain shuts out. It's very difficult for me to work at home because I see home as a relaxation place. So that's why I love working space, coffee shops, where I go out, I work very hard, come back home and relax. And I don't want to really misplace them together. So that means that how you separate things, how you separate work, how you separate relax, how you separate everything. So that means it could be even the mental space. So that means you're able to, when you come into this room, how you will feel, what you will think, and then you're able to really build some kind of spaces that allows you to trigger to move to other state. And this is very powerful, moving from one state to other state just by being in that place and moving in that space. It makes you much more efficient or less efficient based on, because if you know that you're in a relaxation state, that means that you will be recharging before next move. Number three is time management. And of course, now number one thing in time management is time blocking. Time blocking. So it means when you do not need to think about what you will do next, but you do immediately, you know when you will start, when you finish, you are much more efficient. While guessing, because I know that if I don't have time blocking, what I do, I guess, okay, what am I supposed to do now? This one, and question it. That's takes so much energy out of my brain that is crazy. And that guesswork, it spends 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, maybe an hour every single day. And in a week is 7 hours on guesswork in preparation for that hour. It's very, very powerful to real time block, because you know exactly that 7 p.m. exactly starting during that time to do the things necessary. Number four is mindfulness and meditation. And mindfulness and meditation is more about awareness. Awareness what your thoughts are, where those thoughts are coming from, because it's very, very important to clear your mind from all the things. Because when you focus on one thing that you're working on now, all other things do not matter. Do not matter. So it means why are you thinking about those? When you're working on writing a book, why are you thinking about like interview or anything in between? You don't need that. So that means a lot of times people do one work, but at the same time thinking about other thing as well. So being able to clear your mind when you focus on something is very, very important, because it allows you to refocus on what matters at certain time now. What matters now? All interviews, all the things, all the past, future do not matter now, because you focus on what's in front of you. Number 5 is journaling. Journaling is very essential to compartmentalize your ideas because it allows to organize your thoughts. So that means when you put in your paper, because I found that a lot of times when I have a lot of thoughts into my head, a lot of emotions into my head, it seems overwhelming. There seems so many thoughts, so many emotions, and really it seems so much. What I found that is when I journal, when I try to put all my thoughts, all my emotions, all my ideas on the paper, it's ended up being only a few thoughts, and that's it. And like, what the hell? Why was overwhelmed by only 3, 4 thoughts? Even though when I was thinking, it seems so many, so many. So that means for me, I truly believe that journaling is very, very important, especially when overwhelmed, because it allows you to clear your mind and really be organized with thoughts and clears, and you know exactly what you focus on a specific time. Number 6 is learn to switch your mindset. That means that I love the thing that when you want to switch your mindset, I a little bit touched on it, but you're able to establish routines, transition routines, or spaces. So you're able to transition from one space to another space, and then you transition and you switch your mindset. But at the same time, you're able to make some establish a transition routine. For example, when I used to work, I used to go to work, and after work, at 5 p.m., I used to come back and I used to go to a park for 15 minutes walk, because I used to switch from work to home. And for me, it was very hard for some reason to switch the mindset. And I used to need to go to park for 15 minutes to walk to be able to switch the mindset. Because if I just used to go direct home, that didn't for some switch my mindset. I used to still be in my mind at work. Even though I came back home, I'm at home, I'm supposed to think about relaxation, about home, about family, or anything in between, but my brains were still thinking about the problems at work. So when I learned to build routine after work and go through park for 15 minutes, that allowed me to breathe a little bit, walk a little bit, and come back home totally refreshed. And mindset was built on that I'm at home and I don't think about anything else, just home and future, not home, not work. Because work is just, I really love saying that work is what I do 9 to 5, but what I do from 5 to midnight is what I do to build my life. Because I never seen myself to work 9 to 5 all the time, and I always was looking at the way out. And number 7 is seek support. So that means if you're not able to compartmentalize, that means sometimes it's asking other people to help you prioritize things and compartmentalize, and understanding your thoughts is very, very important to really become much more efficient with your own thoughts. This is pretty straightforward. And last one, self-care is very, very important as well. The better you take care of yourself, the better thoughts you will have, because the body and your thoughts is always connected. When your body is taken care of, your thoughts will be much more clear. For example, I love exercising, I love running, I love gym, I love to really weightlifting. So when I exercise, my thoughts a lot of times clears out. During exercise, I'm able to listen to some kind of seminar, podcast, book, and at the same time, I'm able to reflect on multiple things, and makes me efficient, because I'm able to compartmentalize. Again, like, what do you do when you're able to reflect on things? And that's why I think that a lot of times people are missing activities during they're able to think it through. Because if you're playing soccer, basketball with others, that's amazing sports, but a lot of times that doesn't allow you to think it through. So what do you do that allows you to reflect on your life, to reflect on challenges, maybe opportunities, and what opportunities to take, what not to take? Because gym, weightlifting is one of the best places for me to compartmentalize my ideas. I don't know what is you, but I really encourage everyone who is able to really start weightlifting in what way that they can do. So when I think about uh, compartmentalizing your thoughts, ideas, and really become much more efficient in life, we need to understand that this is very, very important. But most important, what you need to understand that this is a skill. This is a skill. So that means if you're not able to compartmentalize your ideas, your thoughts, that's okay. That means that your muscle, your compartmentalized muscle is super, super weak. You're very, very skinny in that skill. But that means that you will be able to improve because every skill could be improved. And if you want to improve, you will be able to do so. And at the beginning, it will be uncomfortable, unfamiliar. But when the more you work on that, on all those 8 things, the more you work on that, the better you will get. So I hope you will really try to do that and not try, just really go and after it because I truly believe that compartmentalizing is one of the essential things why successful people are able to succeed because they're making decisions faster because of compartmentalizing. Compartmentalizing is such a difficult word, but it's very, very important because when you're able to do so, you're able to move in life much, much faster. So I hope you will reflect, you will choose to build that skill, and I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.